You know what? Yeah, let's do. I've decided. Let's see what we can do with Khwarazm here. I don't know how good an idea this is. The legacy of Chagatai. We share it with these folk here. So these are like we've got the legacy of the Chagatai in these areas, which tells me that we may want to be reforming the Chagatai. So this might be the wiser choice, but I think we'll do here, and we'll see what we've got. Although, ooh, we are tiny here. That really does mean we will be expanding kind of into Turkmenistan here, or vassalizing them. Like we need something to hold against Marhanar if we do this. That's the problem for future Barb. Now it's time to sit and wait for like 12 hours while the game loads. uh... So how is chat? I don't see any of my regulars in chat. Woo. How would I? I normally do like JRPGs these days. I don't know that I'm gonna really have anything to offer with this. Like that Kisilcum is like a wasteland. As like a big, like important province in CK2 in this region. But here, this game is still gonna drip with Eurocentrism. It's like impossible for it not to. I had to have some people like report that they've run into ads, so I'm going to attempt to abort that because we're just waiting for things to run. So I'm going to click the run ad button and see if that like gets rid of people getting ads on their way in like it's supposed to. Woo. So that says that it's going to be 11 minutes until they turn pre-rolls back on. So I guess I fixed the bug I was exploiting in order to not have pre-roll ads. Internet, etc., I suppose. I heard the little being we're going further sound, so... No, we're closer to being in. Haha, we're in! Some would say the Khanate of Khwarazm is a country with an insignificant past. Well, this is clearly more jealousy than truth. Our past is not as important as the glorious future in store. So we're Sunni. I'm going to review what Sunni does in MNT. More trade power abroad. More missionary strength, true faith, and heretics. Not heathens, just heretics. We have a decline in yearly devotion, legitimacy, and clan unity, and republican tradition. So those go down over time. More chance of new heir. Our piety ranges from mysticism to legalism. We'll have to look at that. Shia and Ibadi are other options in this group. That's normal. Okay. Changes in our country have led to the reform regionalism no longer being viable. Significant decentralization is no longer viable. Oh dear. Centralism has appeared. We should foster its growth. Oh gosh. Golly gee. Well, I think I will embrace that right off the bat because that seems important. Okay. So we are a sedentary Khanate. Kingship with a focus on might, which gives us more military skill as in our monarchs. Our noble ties are by blood. Our internal structure is a confederation. We have a minimal central collection. So that's not great. We're permitted to have autonomous vassals. Our local province leadership was there. Our armies are local, which gives us less professionalism. And we have no special arrangements. Okay. We can't really change most of these. We can shift our nobility formatting here. Let's see any of those mattering. We can change our political tradition. I think the military is going to be important. We could become nomadic. But you know what? No, sedentary is good for us, I think. Okay. Da-da-da-da. Hints. Thank you. Okay. I want to take a look here and look at our diplomatic point of view. We have our overlord. Okay, so we are not going to immediately run into problems with the people to our southeast, nor are we going to really be able to do much there, potentially. We are underneath Batu'urus. Okay. We're a feudatory. Okay. We're a feudatory. That's good. I think that means that we will be able to fight you. No, we will not be able. Feudatories cannot fight their own wars. Okay, so we will be focusing on defense and improvement of our realm. Okay. Good to know. I think it will do us good to rival someone. Turkmenistan. We cannot fight our own wars. I think we can fight other feudatories. So we'll return the rivalry there. Do we have any alliance opportunities? No. Okay, we have claims here, so that's going to matter. So let's keep our relations good with our overlord. Keep spies on Turkmenistan. And keep spies in Chagatai. So what do we got as far as our land? We have 2 provinces. We have some upper class development and rural development in Nokas, and some rural, urban, and upper class development in Guranj. So this is our capital. Guranj is. We've got, what have we got as far as, I want to know what we've got going on. Well, let's group you up first. You go across to there or up to there. Okay. I have a minor center of trade here. As far as trade supplies go, we produce more than we demand for food. We demand more than we produce for salt, for fiber, for fuel, for raw ores, for delicacies, exotics. We produce more than we demand for consumer goods. We have more demand for military goods, more demand for industrial, for luxury, and for learning. So we really mostly are exporting food and consumer goods and importing everything else. That's not great. So this means that, let's see. It looks here like we are still pretty solidly selling more than we're importing. But it hasn't had time to calculate yet. Doesn't look like we have really any specialized goods going on here. Similarly with Nakas. Okay. Let's go ahead and there should be an automate option. There we go. Automatic investment. I'm trying to remember how there we go. That's how. Add those to the investments. And I want, I think, set the investment to happen every 3 years. 10% of the treasury every 3 years seems good. Notify me when it happens. Thank you. Can we unselect now? That's fine. Let's centralize the state and police. Okay. Game automatically saves, I think. Yeah, no, we're playing Iron Man. I always play Iron Man. The aristocrats have taken over the country. Oh no. Okay, I'll get to you in a moment. So much happening. I wanted to take a look. Let's handle this and we can take a look and find out what's going on with the aristocrats. Give me the yearly events. Delegate our taxes. Okay. Now. Okay. So our aristocrats. Okay, fine. I will pause the game while I find out what's going on with my aristocrats. Game? Okay. I've already decided that this is what I wanted. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. So, we're not having any changes from our bureaucrats or our spiritualists. We're losing metropolitan influence and influence with the chieftain. It's all coming into the aristocrats. They will give us, while they're in charge, legitimacy, which is going to help because we're Sunni. And so we would have now we're only going to be losing 0.5 legitimacy a year, right? Where's my legitimacy at in this? 0.62. We're losing because of Sunni, we're losing because of high legitimacy, we're losing because of low prestige, we're losing because of corruption, but we're gaining because of the aristocrats. But it is countering our autonomy. And we're getting this increase because of the ceremonial court title. And it's just, these are just becoming the balance. Long-term metropolitan might be nice for the trade efficiency. Yeah. I don't think I need any of that. So long-term, I think I want to shift control of the government into the business people. But for now, the aristocrats are fine. It's only 1357. Okay, I've deselected the province, finally. Okay, so I don't have to look at those buttons anymore. Do I have a military commander I can give to you to train? Yes. Do that then, because we're not going to be able to declare war anyway. We're a feudatory. This is going to be every month. I forgot that it's like this every month. Because there's so many calculations the game has to do on NNT. Clean up the mission trees real quick. Show the average autonomy, please. And my utilities. And in my trade node, oh, we need to be collecting from trade. Thank you. Actually, we could be. No. We can't reach anything that's pushing trade into Marinar. And that's where we draw our trade from, so no, there isn't any benefit for doing that. That's a lot of words. And for MNT, there's a lot of waiting. Because a lot of what's going on that used to be like things you spend mana on is things that happens quietly behind the scenes based on decisions you've made. Like here, we can see we have rank 2 irrigation infrastructure going on in Nakas and not much else. And then here in Grange, we have the irrigation infrastructure going on. We also have some garrisons and some amenities. And that's where our infrastructure, our investments are going to be. We've set that up already. And that's going to enable our population to produce goods. Which we tax. We don't get to just automatically order people around. So if you look through, you can see all the different sectors of our society have their own incomes and expenses. And they'll have their own demands and they'll build things to meet them. I'll give you press A a few times to get back to page 1. We can look at our populations here. So in Grange, just this one province, we can see we have 71,000 peasants, 9,000 residents, 8,000 nomads, about 200 merchants, 1,600 nobles, and 400 clergy. What is a resident? What is a resident? I forget. I want to say residents are like the people who live in the city. Yeah, I think they're like the people who live in a city and do like industry in the city versus people who like live in the countryside. So we want to make sure our population grows because the more people, the more stuff's getting made, the more manpower we have for wars, etc. New year, new hang. 1358 now. Yay. Come on, game. Do your processing. I want to flip through and check out the rest of the details on the population garage, and I want to do that in Nakas, and then I want to kind of like lean back and see what's going on in the world. Because there's not much we're going to be able to do for the time being. We are not super wealthy. And we are a feudatory, so we don't have much we can do. Okay. We'll pause for a bit. So, this is the important page. This is the page, my understanding is this is like the important thing. This is how much money everyone's got. So like you can see the peasants as a whole. Those 71,000 peasants have 302 ducats of gold between them. The country as a whole has 88 ducats. Like, the government. So, this is where our taxes come from, right? We're taxing all this shit. You can see the peasants have about 68 ducats of income every year coming in across the entire population. And so 54,1492. So that's 6869. And then their expenses, 48.1 on consumption, 1 on investment back to their own like well-being, and 20 paying us taxes at the income tax rate of 29. So they are like, they're breaking even. All of the extra money they've got is going back into all their farmland. The residents are currently spending more to maintain their livelihoods than they're making. Like you notice that the city residents have 12.8 ducats of income a year amongst them all, and are spending 14.5. So the people in the cities are not having a good time. That's because the cities demand a bunch of goods that we just don't produce, that we have to import. The nomads are breaking even as well. But then we go into like the upper classes, the elites, the burghers, the nobles. The burghers are also spending more than they're making, right? But they aren't paying anything in taxes, and all of the money they're spending is coming from investment. So like, yeah, it looks like they're making like 8 ducats a year and spending 20 to invest in their businesses. We will see what happens with that. The nobles are spending 23 a year and making 23 a year. So the nobles are breaking even. The clergy are making bank. I find that very funny. Tax rates, labor supply, like we're good on labor supply, it looks like. We're spending this money to collect taxes. Religion, show me the religion. So we are mostly Sunni with a Tengri and a Jewish minority. We have looks like we have, it's about the same in the rural spaces. We have a little bit less Jewish population, a little bit more Tengri. In the urban area, a lot more Sunni, a lot less Tengri. And then amongst our elite, there are no Tengri. Everyone in our elite are either Sunni or Jewish. That's the power of syncretism, baby. Over time, we will probably see that Tengri amount vanish. Like, that's what happened historically, is Tengri practices got absorbed into Islam, and then, yeah. Hey, Sikas. Don't know that you're my friend yet, but we'll see. We'll see how things happen. That's another new quarter, new lag. Do I care about noble loyalty? Now I have to care. I have to actually look things up. We can see the lovely graphical glitch that I don't know what is making it happen. I know I have friends who play the same settings I do who don't get this glitch. Oh gosh, the nobles are... What do I care about noble loyalty? Yeah, no. Eat shit. I don't need that much noble loyalty. Oh, this is not going to be a good stream to watch to learn how to play EU4, because I'm playing Mayo and Taxes, and the gameplay expectations for that mod are very different from the base game. Everything's been folded into behind-the-scenes calculations for what the population's doing to sort of simulate the limitations of power that the governments of these eras actually had. Like, right before you got here, we were looking at the province of Garange and what the population was up to there. And we're going to look at Nakas, which are a smaller population, our smaller province. And we can see here... Oh, we're already open to the thing I wanted. We can see here... So 25, 32, 29, 32, yeah. Again, the peasants in Nakas are breaking even. The residents are, again, not breaking even. They're spending a lot more on their investments than they can afford to, and that is mostly because we, as a little backwards horde, aren't producing all the goods that our traders need to make things work day to day on the coast of the Aral Sea. Our nomads are breaking even. Our nobles are breaking even. Our burghers are vastly overspending on investment right now, which sucks for them, but it should be fine for us. And then the clergy is... The clergy in Nakas is 8, 9, 10, 11, no, 1, 1. The clergy in Nakas is not making bank. Did something happen to the clergy in Gunaj? Oh, some shit happened while I was reading. An event I actually have to care about. Oh no, I don't. This is like Bohemia. What do I care about what's going on over in Milan? Yeah, so let me just... Yeah, it's still there. Did this happen over here? Yeah, they're still making bank in the capital. Oh no, Sub-Saharan Africa has malaria. Yeah. So yeah, now we just kind of wait. We wait until we have new investments that can get made, or until something happens with our overlord. What's your situation? You have truce with the Chapanids and Genoa? So we shouldn't actually run into too many immediate problems. You are a division of Batu Ulus. Oh no! We were just watching... Okay, The death of our Khan has thrown the tribes into chaos. This is Batu Ulus. Having failed to keep our tribes unified, a pretender has seized the throne and proclaimed himself Khan. Brace for the chaos. The Ulus of Joki has lost its wings for the great state. Ulugulus now falls into chaos. With pretenders rising and authority beyond the no authority behind the capital, the heirs of Orda have abandoned the descendants of Batu as the Khanate internal struggle. In this chaos, we have an opportunity. While we are now de facto independent, we may best protect ourselves by offering tribute to the heirs of Orda while we gather our strength. We are independent. Okay, this is actually kind of scary. We can become a tributary state and lose 25 prestige, or keep our 25 prestige and run into potential attack from Chagatai Ulus. The question is, do you have claims on our land? No. Is there a... No. Okay. Well, raid. Raid might let them take us. But they don't have allies. They're far away. I don't know how many people they have. How many people? Tell us, Ledger. How big is Chagatai Ulus's? Is Chagatai Ulus's army? 24,000 men. We cannot stand against the Chagatai. As much as I want to take our land back. Tribute. Pay tribute. We don't have a choice. Now here's the question. Can we pull a claim into Turkmenistan and start stealing some territory over on the Caspian? Because that's going to... The Caspian goods should give us access to more ready trade routes, which we can then send across Karakum ourselves to frickin', make our people happier. And, if we end up having to move our capital over to the Caspian, oh no. We can humiliate our rival. We don't have a large enough spy network yet. We're almost there. Okay. Do we have any potential alliances? Harat. You know what? Harat seems like actually an Orda Ulus. We can't ally Orda Ulus because they are our overlord. We can ally Harat. Let's do that. We can always betray Harat if we need to, but it'll just give us some more defense against the Chagatai, even if together we are not enough. I want to keep good relations with you. Okay. Oh, hello. That's Astrabad. Astarabad. Okay, it's not Turkmenistan that's having troubles there. We haven't made any allies yet. I'm gonna fabricate the claim. How many people does Turkmenistan have? Only 3. What's my force limit? 4. Okay, so that's not going to do what I think it was hoping it might. Yet call upon them for... Okay. So I was hoping we might be able to just, like, call up armies, but we can't. So I'm going to build another unit before we declare war. And then we're gonna take before they get any allies. We're gonna just be ready. Who made a core on us? Get some ducat. We can send a ducat. Game. This is the big downside of M&T. Is like every 10 minutes, everything just freezes. Oh yeah. Are you gonna let me click OK, game? Please and thank you. I don't know why I'm being so bitchy. I knew this was gonna happen. This is how it is every January 1st. Hey, we've played 2 years. It's 13:59 now. It's been 2 years since the start of the game. In 1 hour of gameplay. This is Mayo and Taxes, everybody. A year every 30 minutes. It'd take forever. Or we'll lose this war horribly and be annexed, and that will be that. No, I think... Let's take that moment. I want to... Okay, Turkmenistan just gave us back that. Okay. What happened to the army we were raising here? Did it get deleted in everything? It looks like it did. No longer a valid rival? Oh no. Who's a valid rival now? Chagatai. I'm not yet. Let's finish this war and then declare Chagatai Chagatai Ulus our rival. Golly gee, that was game wants us to make some poor decisions. Everybody be an Urkin. Well, we're doing a conquest. We want Karakin. Come on, let's cross the desert into Karakia, which is not a very impressive province, but it is on the coast, and it does give us access. How long is it going to take for us to cross the desert? And will they get their armies to defend, and will we just get really fucked over? So one of the differences between EU4 and M&T is these wasteland provinces you can just like cross the same way you can kind of cross some ocean policies. And there's some medium looting. So Karakum and Usturt we would normally not be able to cross, right? It looks like they are coming, they're going up somewhere, I don't know where. But they have, it looks like, one regiment in Karakia, and they even left. So they're not even hanging out. Looks like they're sending some people up. They might bring them down. But they're not here. Okay. So they've also got 4 people built. We've got the province we want. Do we want to fight in the desert hills as the offense? I don't think I do. I think we'll hang out. And we're even making money right now, so let's be greedy and gamble a little. We're going to raise another unit of infantry and cavalry, which will put us 2 over our force limit. We're going to start hemorrhaging money, but we can send them across the desert, and that should give us enough people to crush Turkmenistan's army. And once we've taken down Turkmenistan's army, the war is ours. It's an investment of resources. We don't win by being rich, right? We do. We do in the sense that we win by being rich because then we can invest in our lands and improve our things and just be better, and then more people come and we have more manpower. But you know, you have to invest, and conquering trade ports on the Caspian Sea is investment. Let's keep our diplomats where they are for the time being. Oh, they're going to be here. They're going to be here. Okay. They decided not to be here. Not quite sure what exactly they're up to, but we'll group up our troops in Gurganj and go across. We only have 1,000 manpower left. I don't like that, especially since we're taking attrition. I might go up across Ustyurt into our overlord's territory and see if we can't just fight them directly in the steppes. Seems that they are on, like, they're thinking of that. They're like, oh, you're doing that. We aren't taking attrition in Gurganj, and even over our force limit, we're making money. Just like, we're great. We're fine. It's not a problem. It's because we've been looting. There's a rebellion in Sweden. Sucks to be them. We'll have our own rebellions soon enough. What about this? Are you gonna come challenge us in Karatau? Or are you going to let us cross Ustyurt unopposed? Yep, they can get their ducats. It's fine. A ducat a year is a small price to pay for protection against Chagatai, you know? Also, that means 1360. Woohoo! Now that we're not paused and flipping through our population, the years are flying by. Gosh, like half the year is taken up by January 1st. Taxes are fine. The Mongol Urus have fought Chagatai. Ooh, may the Mongols win and Chagatai, like, suffer. Okay. So let us cross unopposed. We're gonna just go down to Menkeshlak and take it. Like, that's ours now. So, where are the Mongols? They're up there. Okay. So, the Mongols are fighting Chagatai, who are fighting pretender rebels from the Mongols. Just, oh, I love that. May this give us plenty of opportunity, cross my fingers, to take back whatever this river is. The lands that we have cores on. Mongols are taking that. I hope they don't actually, like, take it. Like, I want them to leave enough Chagatai that we can take our stuff back. Secure our control over this little desert region in Turkmenistan, or Uzbekistan sort of area. And then we can probably, hopefully, push into just like northern Tibet with Herat's backing and become a sort of power on the steppes, on the southern steppes. Back Herat in Ascension in Iran. Persia. Iran. Looks like Castile won their little civil war. Siege is over. We won our little war. Yay. What do we want? We want that for sure. We can take both without like too much issue. We can take all 5 ducats. Nice. Yeah, we'll do that. Now, what's our military limits in these provinces? 4 in both. So we have to remove these 2. That's fine. Now we can rival Chagatai. And I think come back to the capital with you. How long is it going to take? Like 4 years. Okay. And you are 8 years away from rebellion, so the cores will finish plenty of time. Results of the war. Mid-year autosave is gonna clog us for a moment. But in total, we looted 298 ducats of wealth, 37 of which were taken into our treasury, the rest distributed to the soldiers. We spent 2 ducats during the war and lost nothing to our enemies, with a total of just shy of 1,000 manpower and casualties, all to attrition. So we pulled in a profit of 35 ducats there. Woohoo. Warfare is great, actually. We probably didn't even need to remove those 2. Except that they were eating manpower. So we're gonna kind of sit on our land force limit of 4 for now. I don't want you to actually go. You don't have attrition here, so hang out in Karakia, because you aren't going to get attrition there. And that leaves you on the right side of the desert to deal with any rebels. Okay. And since we have years until rebels, we can go ahead and drill and get back some of our discipline. And we can't be Chagatai anymore. I guess we'll be Sabernar. Oof, you're kind of big too. But you are wedged between us and Herat, so if you cause problems, Herat will probably be willing to go half-seas on you. I wonder if I can turn on color-owned wastelands real quick, see if we count as owning the territory there. Let's see if we can do that. Menu, game options. Trees, shadows, reflections, borders, rivers, bloom. Doesn't look like I can. Okay. I normally have it off because I like to see the wastelands. I was just curious if we now count as owning this wasteland here in Ustjurt. Because we have a lot around it, but I don't think so. I think we would need to control the northern side with Order Ulus too. Yay! We have learned chartered merchant companies, which gives us more trade range. Which means we may be behooved to check out somewhere else. So right now, we are trading in Marinar. There's some trade going through the Great Steppe. Mostly leaving. We can now reach the Hindu Kush, which means we could push more trade north into this territory if we wanted. There's already some coming up here. So the question is it worth more to push more into Hindu Kush for a smaller portion of the gains? And I am not sure it is. So we're not going to. I wish I had a second merchant so I could send them down to Hindu Kush and have them push north, but oh well. I think if we could take more of Mawanar, that would shift in our favor, but right now we just took into a second trade node here. So it's not the best. How goes the war, Mongols? This 1361 dawns. Are you kicking Chaghatay's ass? Please say that you're weakening them. I don't want to do anything until we've cored Turkmenistan, but I do want to. I have cores. I have cores on Chagatai Land that the game gave me at the start. I want to take those back. And Chagatai Land is in the trade node that I want more control over, so that I can stop having my traders sit at home and push them overseas where they gain more power from being Sunni. And the Hindu Kush is where I want to send them, right? That's where the money is. At least the money that we can access. Of course, we still have to wait for January 1st to pass. I was joking when I said it was half the year. Oh. Okay. So, the war seems to be done. Yeah, it looks like Chaghatay's done. The war has ended. The war did not cripple Chagatai like I was hoping it would. That is sad. Looks like Vijayanagar is Vijayanagar is the Vagina Jar. Sahil, where are you to tell me how to pronounce this? Vijay is about to unify southern India. Strike while we can. Woo. We got, yes, it just gave it to us. Yo, Chagatai was weak, so we just got they didn't contest our cores. We got it. Nice. Oh my god, that's a 16 pop province in Chiva. Kath is 6. Oh, that just doubled our population. Like, the war there, we got 4 population from Turkmenistan, but this just gave us 22 population. Oh my god. That is so good. That's what I was hoping for. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this beautiful land. Tell me about the population here. Still got these same, like, 90%, 9%, 1% sort of split for Sunni Tengri Jewish. $632. Again, the residents are losing money. The residents down here are not losing as much money. So that's good. This is our pop. This is our new capital. Gurga lost capital privileges, which does actually hurt us a little because this means that Turkmenistan is got worse communications efficiency. So where's my CE here? It's still excellent. Not perfect. Rapid. Oh, the CE hasn't updated with that yet. So I don't know what our CE is actually. We've got poor communication to Mangishek, quick communication down to Karyika. Still perfect up here. Perfect there. So we have perfect communication in our homeland, but as one would expect, when you have to send people on a weeks-long trek across the desert, it hurts your communication with the outer provinces. That's okay. Oh my god, I can't believe the game just gave those to us. I was stretching my head about how I was going to get enough strength to take those two provinces from Chagatai. And game's just like, here. Chagatai is weak. You have claims. Here's an opportunity for you to piss them off forever and just get them. And I'm like, yes, I will do that. And the best thing is it fixed my prestige problems. Because my prestige was in the toilet, but now we're not anymore. So, yay. Our overlord is fighting up in Russia against the Great Perm, which it looks like they're kicking ass on, like hardcore. So, like, sucks to be them. Malaria has broken out in India. That's not fun. France has got some stuff going on. Oh, this is ominous. Occupied by Osmanli Devleti. The Ottomans are beginning to grow in Turkey. We knew that's going to happen, but it is still ominous. Fez is having trouble sticking together with Moroccan separatists going on. That could be an issue for them. But again, that's way over in the West. The relative bits here are our overlord is winning, so yay. Our ancestral enemy just was weak enough for us to take all of their stolen ancestral lands back. And we're 6 years away from rebels in Turkmenistan and 3 years away from cores in Turkmenistan. So, yeah, we're doing pretty good. Let's take a look at our regions. So we are definitely wanting Chagatai. But we're in a different subcontinent even than our ally. Huh. But they're in Khwarazm. I wonder if we might be able to start creaking into Iran and like split them with Khwarazm. And then we'll just take the bits of Iran that are north of these mountains around the Caspian and let Herat have what's south. That could give us a little bit more fuel to potentially push east, but I don't really want it. Like the thing about Mayoan taxes is expansion is not explicitly good. Like in the base game, expansion is always explicitly good, but in this, once you get to a certain communication efficiency, it's no longer worth your while to take the land. It doesn't give you anything but rebels. And if I'm honest, Megashekir, Mengishalakir is not going to give us anything. Like, the main reason we took that is so that Turkmenistan wouldn't be hanging around trying to take back Karakia. Karakia gives us stuff. Now, before we moved our capital province over, we would get minimal benefit from Mangashek here, but they've only got 47% autonomy, and it is decreasing, so we might see actually some benefit. Ooh, handguns. Pew pew. But yeah, the point is, there's not going to be much, I think, point in pushing out east, or not east, west. We get our benefits pushing east. Our problem is that our enemy, our immediate neighbor east, is big. So I'm not quite sure how we will push against them. And it's getting late and I'm tired. I'm thinking I might go to bed when these cores are done. It's not a really long stream. Not a lot happened. Like 7 to 34. So yeah, like 7 years of the game. Is not a lot, but also that's about how long as my old streams were, 7 to 10 years of MNT2 in the morning. Hey, Mexting. They fixed the bug. Before, you would be able to schedule your ad read, and then you could schedule it at the start of your stream. And then when your stream started, there would be like an ad read, and then there would be no more like pre-roll ads for anyone. They just fixed it. It's annoying. Right, that. Okay. Let's pause the game so I can do this, because the year turned over and I forgot because while we were waiting for the year. Yep. Give me my better infantry. Do we have any actual decisions? No. Yeah, and I'm getting near to the end because I'm tired and have like my employee review first thing in the morning, so I actually have to like shave and shower and put on a nice dress. So we're actually going to be ending stream when these cores in Turkmenistan are done. Yeah, I'm glad you were able to swing by. And we did it. We started up here, we conquered these legitimately, and then the Mongols beat up Chagatai enough that the game triggered an event that let us just take these for free at the cost of Chagatai just hating us. No. That's our opinion of Chagatai. Oh my gosh, we still have claims on Chagatai. We still have claims on Chagatai. We still have claims on Chagatai. Game, are you okay, game? How much does Chagatai hate us right now? The Chagatai doesn't actually mind us all that much. We hate them because we have cores. We have cores down to here. No core there. We have a core on Bukhara. Yeah, no. So our cores go down to Charjoy here. So there's another 8 population of people in Darganata and Charjoy Amul that belong to us, gosh darn it. So we're not done, like, worrying about Chagatai. And we're not going to be done worrying about Chagatai, right? There are sensible route for expansion with how communication works. Like, pushing into Iran means that we're going to have all of our lands across the desert, and this is a major communications efficiency hit. Like, the only reason I thought it was a good idea to take Turkestan is I didn't know we'd get those back for free. And I wanted to just get anything to give me some resources to push against Chagatai when they had a point of weakness. Which, turns out we didn't need to do that, but we have it. It's fine. And Herat is a pretty good ally. Did that acquisition actually, did that change our military? It did. Give me another one of those. Because we can have 50%. Yeah. 2 out of 5 we could have. So we'll do that. We'll get another Cav. And then together we'll have 10 between us and Herat. Which is, again, still not much compared to, like, the 24,000 that Chagatai can leverage. But if Chagatai gets into a point of weakness in their conflicts with the Mongols, or these Mongol pretender rebels, oh my god, they're just having a bad time over there. And because we went to war with Turkmenistan, we can't exploit it. That war with the Turkmenistan is going to hurt us in the short term. Maybe even the midterm. It should be fine. Long term, we should be fine. We should still have our opportunity. We just won't have it right this instant. Like, right this instant, it looks like we have a pretty good opportunity to strike against Chagatai. Like, we would be able to do that. Oh, they submitted to the Mongols. Okay, so we wouldn't really be able to. We'd be looking at not. They have like 40k now because of the. Okay, because there's a subject to the Mongols. They have like twice as much. Okay, I'm so glad that we submitted to. We're still a subject. Yeah, we're still a subject of Orda. Good. Keep you there. You're all important to us. Get some spies. We need some spies going there. Those pretenders are not great, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We're not going to worry about it. It's fine. It's not fine. It's not fine at all. We're going to be looking for some serious problems to happen over there. That's going to be next session's thing, though, I'm pretty sure. Next session around, we're going to be looking for stability internally. We're going to make sure that we get that Turkmenistan's all settled down. We're going to be looking for opportunities to help feed more of Khorasan to Hawat, so that our ally in the south can be stronger. And we're going to be keeping an eye for opportunities to take more territory from Chagatai and take more of the southern steppes. And if we can secure a good position there, we might even eventually betray our overlord and take northern steppe land, but that's for the future. Oh, I also have to use the restroom. We would just be sitting here waiting through these screens. So I think we might just raid off now so I can use the restroom. and then go to bed and be well rested for kissing my boss's ass tomorrow so I get a raise. We've got Fantasy Maiden Wars with Brelix. Sure. Let's all go say hi to Brelix. Thanks for coming by. Oh, there's actually like 4 people. Woo. When will I stream again? I don't know. When I feel like it. I also feel like playing a lot of Symphonia. So, will it be this? Will it be Symphonia next time? I don't know. Saturday is Final Fantasy 14. We'll play everything by ear. For now, though, let's see what Brazil is serving up. Hurrah!